Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm Shubika, founder and host of Conversations with Shubika, a platform for you to grow your business. As we all know that it all starts with just a conversation. Conversations are so important for us to exchange ideas, for us to evolve our business, and to grow from where we are. What we do at CWS is provide you with a 360-degree marketing solution for your business. Stay tuned, as today we're going to be in conversation with a very interesting couple, Mark and Rose, who live on this houseboat. Hey, thank you so much for making the time for us, and it's an honor to host you on our show.
We're so glad to host you on our boat. This is amazing. I love how all this happened.
Thank you so much. So tell me, how is Dubai treating you?
Oh man, we love Dubai. It's the first place we moved after leaving the US. It was our
Right.
first time living abroad, and Dubai is just like, I want every American to come live here. It's like my favorite place.
That's awesome. Yeah, it is. It is a great place.
Yeah, it's been quite an experience coming here, and just the atmosphere of meeting so many people from all over the world. It's really been a really nice experience for us, so we've enjoyed it.
How did you guys end up on the houseboat?
So that is a pretty incredible story. We had actually moved here about 2 years ago, and we were living in Marina, Dubai Marina, in a one-bedroom apartment.
Great.
And I had gotten really involved. Actually, we both were getting really involved in our church. And when I was at a group one evening, actually two people told me, like, hey, I feel like God has a message for you. He wants you to go for a house. And at this point, we'd only been here like 8 or 9 months, and we were like, what? Like, are you sure? We don't know how long we're going to be in Dubai. And so I started researching and making my dream house list, everything I wanted in my own home. I didn't know where it was going to come from. But lo and behold, 2 months later, I was watching Netflix, and there was this show, How to Live Mortgage Free. And I was like, I know my husband would go for that because he's an actuary. He likes things that are very low risk, loves numbers that look good in Excel, you know what I mean? So when I saw a woman who had renovated a Dutch barge, I was like, wow, I would never do that, but I would buy a boat and live on it. Like, why not? Is that even a thing in Dubai? So I went on Dubizzle, which is where I spent a lot of time, and there were 3 houseboats for sale, and I couldn't believe it. So we called up the people almost immediately and said, hey, can we come visit you tomorrow? And the rest is history. Wow. And we moved on just a couple months later after that.
That is awesome. I love the place. It's absolutely beautiful and can't wait for the winters, right?
Yes, it's gorgeous in the winter.
So tell us, how has the change been from living at the marina, in Marina, and now living on the houseboat, moving from an apartment to a beautiful houseboat?
Yeah, it's been a very different experience. Obviously, you can feel the boat moves a little bit, so we sort of are always rocking gently in the water. And I think, it's been very peaceful having moved here, and sort of an experience we didn't even know was possible here in Dubai, for one. And then it's also just been kind of a different way of life for us. It's been more relaxing, and even just sort of the property here is very different from Dubai. It feels like you're entering a different place. So it's been really nice, and the community of people here is really great. We've become friends with a lot of the people that are the staff here, and just the environment is very nice. So it's been really a surprising experience. So we've really enjoyed it.
So what's the significance of the name Rena? It's a very unique name.
Yes. So this is the thing. Apparently, when they told us the name of the houseboat, I was like, Rena, that's kind of a weird name. Can I change it? But No, when it comes to boats, it's actually like a curse. Like, you do not change boat names. It's like, there's a lot of things you learn about boat life, you know, as how houseboat liveaboards, they call us. We're liveaboards. And one of them is you never change the name. So, you know what I said? Let me just at least figure out, maybe there's a beautiful meaning to the name. Right. And as I already explained, like, there's some kind of spiritual element with this boat, it feeling like a gift to us. And so when I researched it online, it actually means peace and joyous melody in Hebrew and Greek. So I was like, you know what? I love the name. I'm not changing it. So yeah, this is Rena.
So how has the houseboat impacted your life and changed your perspective on life?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's been definitely a different way of life. So the boat life is just kind of a different experience in terms of some of the things we have to keep track of. Well, mainly me keeping track of sort of maintenance type things and of that sort, which are different. And but in general, I think that it's very relaxing being here. It feels a little bit like kind of like you're on a holiday all the time.
Perpetual holiday.
Yeah.
It is like that, and it's made us slow down a lot. Like, our pace of life has just really chilled out. And he was already chill. You can tell I'm a little bit more of a fast, spontaneous, quick talker type thing. And what I found is, like, I really like the pace of boat life where you don't have an alarm. I don't wake up to an alarm anymore. I wake up to the birds and the sun. And and you know, if people come over, great. You know, just kind of have an open door policy here. We just, today we'll go to the pool. It's a work day. Yeah, let's go to the pool now. You know, we just have a very different routine than we were living the traditional Dubai life where you're hustling, going to work, you know, that kind of thing. It's really slowed down for us. And so our perspective on life is more like, take things as they come. You know, receive things from God on a day-to-day basis as they come. And we have our quiet time in the morning where we have like tech-free mornings, tech-free evenings. It's a little hard for me, but it just forces you to slow down and enjoy like the beautiful outside. Like, we'll have our meals upstairs on the upper deck as much as possible. We have a lot more quality time together than we ever did. So yeah.
This is really inspiring because a lot of people don't really know the options that are available to us here in Dubai. So I'm guessing from this, a lot of people will inquire life in Dubai on a houseboat. I really like the interiors. I love how you've kept the houseboat. Tell me, did you get the houseboat in this condition? Was there a lot of refurbishment?
So the prior owners had remodeled a good bit of it. So a lot of the way the structure is upstairs in particular was as you see it. Right. But Rose made all the updates to make it more personal. So, but otherwise they had done a really nice job remodeling it from previous. Downstairs we changed the flooring, which was from when the boat was built in 1994. So
wow.
Needed a little change there, but otherwise most of it was stuff they had already done.
Awesome. Cool. And you guys have been doing a lot of interviews. I know you were on the National. So how's that been? Because a lot of interviews and everyone wants to know what it's like.
Honestly, I love it. I do not mind one bit. I love sharing this gift. Honestly, it's such a unique experience that I want everyone to have a taste of what Rena is like, what it's like to live on a houseboat, especially in Dubai. It's just been a really beautiful experience to be speaking with all of these outlets. We are huge fans of the marina and the Park Hyatt here, so yeah, we love to advocate for the community and for the marinas. Yeah.
Who takes care of the maintenance? I'm assuming there is a lot of maintenance.
So mainly things that I take care of, and then when we first moved here, a lot of the guys who live on the boats near us were really helpful to give me some pointers to figure out if things weren't working, what needed to be done. So that was a real blessing. But the prior owner actually had left quite a few detailed instructions, which was helpful. Okay. So there is a lot of kind of regular maintenance things to keep up with, as well as sort of regular annual things like if you live in an apartment, you usually don't have to get the engine serviced, things like this. So.
Right.
I'll be like taking a shower and the water will go out. So we actually have to fill the water tank a few times a week. So there's a few weird, funny things like that. Like Mark will actually be very on top of. He's got a whole routine for the whole week, taking care of also the AC. That is the number one thing. Like we have to stay on top of. Because there was that one time.
Yeah. So the air conditioning system is powered by the ocean. So there's actually a hole in the bottom of the boat that sucks the water and runs it through the boat. And if that breaks, then the air conditioning breaks. And that happened in July. So that was
And that happened in July when it's really hot.
Yeah. But again, the guys that live on the boats nearby were really helpful and diagnosed what was wrong and even put in a temporary system, which we were really grateful for. So
they're amazing.
But yeah, if the air conditioning goes out, it can be a bit of a problem.
Awesome. So you have good neighbors that also
Oh my gosh.
live on houseboats.
Yeah, they're like the brothers I never had. You know, they're just have been beautiful community that we just didn't expect to have. And so like we will eat meals together. Rico, my closest friend, who's my bunso, he's like my little brother, he'll come over and help us regularly with maintenance and just hang out and do talk boat stuff like all the time. So it's really been amazing to have this like network of supportive people. Everyone on this dock is just, we feel so loved by them and we just have a family here.
So Rose, you are a coach and we know you do a lot of coaching, a lot of counseling, and you've also coached me, and I know that you're great at what you do.
Thank you.
Now's a good time to tell our viewers how you're an integral part of CWS and how we offer coaching. So would you like to shed some light upon that for our viewers?
Sure, absolutely. So I have the pleasure of working with Shubi, part of her core team, to support business owners in helping them feel the freedom that they have, receive so much of what is accessible to them in order to have personal freedom and then growth in your business. Because honestly, when we have been healed internally, that is what that journey allows us to just gain so much momentum on our personal goals, on our family goals. And as you can see from this boat, it's actually a big part of my internal healing story. So I just want this for everybody, and that's why I'm coaching with Shubi.
Wow, this place is breathtaking. It is really, really pretty.
So this is what they call the fly bridge on the boat. Upper deck, the top deck. And we spend a lot of time up here when the weather's cooler, as it's getting to be now. It's very nice. The sunsets, just the breeze, and when the lights in the city come on at night, it's really very nice.
I can see that. I would just permanently want to be up here, especially in the winters.
Yeah,
absolutely. We love entertaining people here. We have a lot of friends before COVID coming over and having grill outs, and it's just been a really beautiful way to purely enjoy the surrounding area. This is the best way to enjoy the boat, is really up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So Mark, tell us, what advice would you give people who want to live on a houseboat?
Yeah, well, I'd say, if you're adventurous, it's definitely something you should really go for. There's, as we said before, there's some things to consider in terms of what's different about living on a boat rather than in an apartment or a house, where there's a lot of unique things about a boat, which I find enjoyable, but some people might find stressful or troubling. But it's been a really great experience for us, so we've really enjoyed it. And it's a very different way of life than anything we had experienced or even knew about. So highly recommend it.
Go for it.
Wow, so encouraging. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming, and thank you for taking the time.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us. Thank you. So you're going to be seeing a lot of the houseboat, because this is a place for our episodes. So you're going to see a lot of the houseboat, and don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to follow us on all our social media handles. Thank you guys for tuning in. Goodbye.
Hey!